Hey guys, it's finally here. Little Spit is real and she is on the way to your passenger seat. Thank you to everyone who supported and anyone who is looking to snatch one for themselves. They will be available starting July 1st on Makeship for a limited time. The link will be in the description below, and as always, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. And use code SPIT at checkout for gamer subs to save 10% on your purchase. Okay, bye.
All right, let's try these awful
Today
recipes.
we're testing the best of the worst TikTok recipes before it's finished. Starting with this caramel
probably should
popcorn
finish my
by
taco.
Jane Grave because nobody does it better than her. I'm gonna miss her. But she starts by adding an egg in the middle of a hot pan. I've never seen popcorn made with an egg, so this is gonna be interesting. And melts a whole stick of butter. Then she fills the pan with these hard caramels. Honestly, I didn't even know
Wait, what are we making? Caramel popcorn?
these hard caramels
These slap, by the way. I love the word
can
there's
melt to
caramel
become
things.
a caramel sauce like this. Is it actually working?
Sauce?
This is a lot of butter. So many people in the comments are asking, can you please tell me the purpose of the egg? You know the egg was just here for the comments. Okay, so the caramel sauce is melting. She stirs it around and adds her popcorn kernels and stirs it until it's nice and coated. Then she sprinkles on some sea salt, saying there's nothing better than salted caramel. So her caramel
The egg is bothering me, though. Can we take out the egg? Is the egg going to explode?
look pretty burnt by the time that the popcorn kernel finally popped. So I don't know about this. Maybe we're trying to make like Cracker Jacks? Taking a long time. Well, finally. All right.
Yay!
Let's cover it up and then she just keeps on shaking. I think my egg cracked, honestly. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think it's done. I'm not gonna lie, this doesn't look half bad. Let me take out the egg. People in the comments were really mad and said that the caramel looked burnt, but I would say it looks like a nice amber color. Okay, so while this cool, I'm actually very curious about how the egg turned out. It's covered in caramel and it cracked. It's barely cooked. Definitely soft boiled.
But what do you do with it?
Let's just
whole
say
shell
she was
is on it.
multitasking with this one. But now the true test.
It tastes
as a rock.
exceptional. Oh, gosh.
It's actually pretty good, and she's right, it is better than the store. What? I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm gonna give her homemade caramel popcorn a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
But this is gonna be
probably
us
skip the
when
egg, though.
TikTok is banned. So let's see what other fun ideas these TikTokers have blessed us with. Now we have my favorite, Josh and his sweet mama, and she's gonna show us how to make Whataburger. No, not Whataburger, literally
I love this lady.
water burgers. She's really just grabbing a hunk of meat like this, not even seasoning it. She forms it into a patty and drops it straight into a pot or a pan of simmering water. Someone said, hamburger and water just threw me, dog. Someone else said, I'm sorry, this has to be illegal. Someone help mama.
Oh, mama.
Why? It's not even seasoned. But
It's
apparently she
boiled.
says you're supposed to cook it until it floats on top.
I mean, a taco. Where's the meat? Why do we have the meat bubble? I hate meat bubbles. They gross me out, by the way. Where are the meat bubbles doing? Where's the meat at?
On top. That's when you know it's done. Ooh. I might have to flip mine. It doesn't look like it's being submerged enough. That's one way to cook a burger. Wow, the foam from the meat looks so appetizing. But now she drains the water. And this is our burger, white bread. Looks like she has ketchup, mustard, a slice of cheese, and then the burger goes on top. Yeah, it looks kind of like hers. Someone said this is the normalest thing I've ever seen her make. Someone else said, you know what? I've actually had some burgers boiled in water. Not gonna lie, they're actually good. Oh, a nice splattering of meat juice coming out. So now I know why it did not float, if it does in fact even float. I didn't cook mine to a crisp gray puck like hers. It appears
Hers is pretty. She got the thick meat. That was so thick. It didn't even shrink. It shrank like on the outside, but it didn't shrink like height-wise.
that it's still like
Guys,
a nice
thank you for the
medium.
sub.
This is what 15 minutes gets you for a boiled burger. Someone said, bet it's healthier than frying them. I can't imagine how much more, what's the right word, chewy it would be if I cooked it all the way through. Sure gonna miss Josh and Mama, but this burger is gonna have to get 6
Ugh. There's no seasoning. Yeah, how can it be more healthy? Like, how does that work? Oh. Could that wait for a cleaning weight, maybe? I don't know. Oh, 0 out of 10 for me. Less, yeah, I guess less grease because the water and the grease are kind of like mixing together somehow. I don't know. I know they don't mix, but it's taking the grease away from the burger, maybe. Oh, hiccup. I don't know.
Out of 10. And this one is as easy as it gets because she claims it's an easy and delicious seafood dinner that you make in a crock pot. She starts by adding an entire orchard of lemon slices into the crock pot. Straight to the comments. That's at least $28 worth of lemon slices right there.
I got a cheap crock pot meal for you. You got your budget's $50. Well, over half of that's going to lemons.
Tear everything down into my mini crock pot and just use 4. Then she says she grabs her raw shrimp, but I think she meant frozen, and throws them in right on top. It looks like they're the jumbo ones with the peel and tail still on. Someone said, first you gotta thaw and wash those. Not gonna mention the rest, so I'm gonna take it from here. Now she seasons the shrimp with some fresh thyme, parsley, and she says dinner would not be dinner without some fresh garlic cloves. That's
I don't. The amount of lemons. I know I can't see it right now, but it bothers me right now.
just gonna melt right into the shrimp. Add some salted butter, Old Bay, some dried oregano, some salt, and pepper. This is gonna be one very well seasoned seafood dish. But she's not done yet. Usually people finish off the dish with some Parmigiano Reggiano before eating, but she throws it in all together. And then she says, put the lid on that crock pot. It is stuffed and puffed. Shrimp takes maybe all of 3 minutes to cook on the stove, but she's taking it to a whole new level by putting it into the crock pot, setting it on low for 3 hours because she says shrimp cooks super quick and she doesn't want it to overcook. So I'm gonna set it and forget it in the back while we move on to our next one. This video wouldn't be complete if I didn't grate some chicken. Yes, you heard that right.
Raw chicken? You're grating raw chicken? We're banning the video. Banning TikTok.
Frozen chicken because
frozen?
yes, this does exist on TikTok. That's hard. Let's try that hack we learned. Okay, I'm gonna be here for a while. What, and I mean what in the 5-minute craft is this?
the 5-minute. Oh my gosh, I need to watch the 5-minute crafts. I hate that stuff. Oh my gosh, it's just rage bait. But get the food processor out. I'm not patient when it comes to like grating some cheese. I get that food processor and I just feed it through and it goes and then the whole block's done. I hate cleaning it after, but it's a lot faster than hand grating it, you know. I don't even want to think about how this would actually work though in the food process.
And someone else said, you know the grocery store sells ground chicken, right? The warmth from my hand holding it because it's taking so long and starting to like defrost the chicken. All while my fingers are
The recipe does not account for ground chicken. It's shredded chicken. Through a grated chicken.
Frozen. Okay. And now I have a salmonella infested grater. I'm gonna go ahead and burn this now. Now that we have our grated chicken, she seasons it with some Parmesan cheese, a little bit of breadcrumbs, an egg, oregano, salt, black pepper, and garlic. Give it a mix. Wow. Which one came first, the chicken or the egg? And now we're gonna spread our butter generously in the pan with a brush. And then we're gonna add our chicken mixture, smush it down until it's nice and flat. And then on medium heat.
I'm sorry, if you had asked me what is this, I would not tell you that it was chicken. That's foul. I get it. Foul. Like chicken. Yeah, I would not have been able to tell you that was chicken. Yeah, it looks like a meat paste. Wait, what? Fowl. Like F-O-W-L, like chicken. Chicken. Fowl. I thought you were making a joke. It was good. You had no intention of a pun, well, you did it anyway.
We're gonna cook it for about 10 to 15 minutes. Oof, it's nice and browned. Oof.
It's like a meat pancake.
It's like a chicken pancake, but it gets worse. She flips it over and then adds some tomato sauce. Then we're gonna cover it with some ham, mozzarella.
Are we... Okay, so we had meat paste that has turned now into a meat pancake. And now are we making a meat pancake pizza with ham and cheese? What?
Do you see where this is going?
Wait, is this a cordon bleu? Is this a meat pancake cordon bleu with, what is that, jalapeno? Where are we? Olives. Olives? Olives? Okay, look, I can understand the chicken cordon bleu if you stopped at the cheese. Why olives?
Some chopped olives, oregano. We're gonna cover it back to let the cheese get melty, and this is supposed to be better than pizza. We shall see about that. But someone said, I'm physically...
Okay, look, I have heard of the chicken crust pizza before. And I think I tried it before. It was a long time ago that, like, when people started really talking about it, and it was, or maybe I did like tortillas. I don't remember, but I heard like the chicken crust pizza is really, really good, but I don't remember it being prepared this way. I don't think people in the previous videos that I saw prepared it by grating their chicken. It's just ground chicken.
So glad I'm not the only one who felt like this was a war crime. I would have put the cheese over the tomato sauce because the ham is slipping and sliding, but it's basically a protein pizza. The pancake itself isn't bad. The only thing that could make this concoction even worse would be to add some pineapples. A 4 out of 10. And now we have what he calls an easy string cheese stuffed pasta. Or as someone said, if lasagna gave up. But he started...
If lasagna gave up, I feel like my stomach's giving up, and I ate all my tacos, and I should not have.
by taking these manicotti shells and he stuffs it with some string cheese. Yeah, the kind you packed for lunch as a kid. He lines them up in a glass baking dish. It's a perfect fit. Who knew? People got really mad and said, this is not manicotti. Then he takes some tomato sauce. He's using...
I mean, I see the vision, right? I see it. I see it. I understand so far. I've never cooked like pasta before though. Like this. So I don't know how that works. So I mean, let's see how it goes, I guess. I mean, I might eat it afterwards.
Prego, but says you can use whatever you want. Pours in half a cup of water to make sure the pasta cooks. And now we get to the fun part. He only adds chopped onions to half of the dish because he says his kids don't like onions. Then he sprinkles some garlic powder and a little bit of Italian seasoning. So little that everyone said, where's the rest of the seasoning? Then he smothers it with some Italian sausage, adds a little bit more of the tomato sauce, smushes it around, covers it with foil, and it goes into bake. Someone said they tried this recipe and their pasta didn't get done. Will the pasta cook?
Oh no. Then I put the water
in. It doesn't look like it's quite cooked or bubbly yet. Now he drenches the top with mozzarella. Or someone says your definition.
Do you put it back in the oven? Well, you kind of have to melt the mozzarella.
Of drench is different than mine. Then some Parmesan and a sprinkling of fresh or dried parsley. Now we're gonna pop this back into the oven for another 10 minutes. This actually looks pretty good. I'm just hoping that the pasta's cooked. Is this the onion side or not? I can't tell, but we're just gonna go in from here. Cut it like an enchilada.
The onion side and the non-onion
the cheese
side.
is definitely melty. Oh, and it's the onion side. Got a little bit of everything, including a piece of onion. I can confirm that the pasta is not fully cooked. It's like the level below al dente where it's a little bit chewy and hard at the same time. But the flavor...
Oh no, I hate that. The crunchy
creativity is there. I'm gonna have to agree with this comment that said, I definitely make 1 or 2 changes, but if his family likes it this way, that's his business. A 7 out of 10. After seeing this creator make this...
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna like this at all. It's not like so much chicken drumsticks. I mean, If it works, it works, I guess. I don't know. Surely they can fix the pasta thing, right? What is that? We're about to find out. It looks like it's the drumstick and it got smushed. Anime meat on the bone. Anime meat,
She
yeah!
says you'll never want to make
video
chicken
game
another
meme.
way. She basically is making a chicken lollipop, and she starts off with the chicken and the meat.
I already don't like how that's called a chicken lollipop. Why is that grossing me out so bad? Chicken what? Chicken lollipop. Gotta squeeze those balls. Squeeze the leg balls.
Already crowned and bald. Everyone in the comments wanted to know, how did you fold the skin down? I'm guessing just make a few snips. If your mind is going there right now, yes, there were those comments too. Oh,
Yeah, you gotta get that. You gotta roll down that top skin, you know?
I didn't realize a drumstick has all these like tendons. Because someone said,
Yeah,
wouldn't
roll
the
it
skin
down.
be all gummy? I'm
Skin all
guessing she
snip, snip.
probably just cut the skin all off because there's just no way. Okay. There's gotta be like a slit made somewhere.
Well, you got snipped. You don't have the extra skin anymore.
And I think that's what it's supposed to
Chicken
look like, maybe.
circumcision.
I don't know. Who eats chicken like this? We always call this chicken lollipops. We usually serve these at kids' birthday celebrations. But yeah, not that burnt. But now she drizzles it with some olive oil, seasons it with soy sauce, seasoning salt. So I'm just gonna do salt and Cajun seasoning. Then she mushes it around, let it coat in the sauce. Dunks it into the cornstarch. It's supposed to make it nice and crispy. Egg and then
violated.
some Italian breadcrumb seasoning.
I have no
Looks
words right now.
Now let's fry these babies up. She didn't peel off the skin. God.
Dang it, you have to make it with the skin. You can't cut the, you know, that the special extra skin off.
All right, now we're just gonna go ahead and deep fry it. People in the comments were saying you're about to start a grease fire because her oil level was so high.
Should we call the fire department now, or?
Okay, at this point, I think we should just do it one at a time. The oil does bubble and rise quite a bit. I'm
missed
glad
you
I
on
read
this
the
before
comment. Okay, so she didn't have a bigger pot for the grease. I made the same mistake and I don't have a bigger pot. I'm just gonna dip it in this way. Oh my gosh. It's giving caramel
like
apple chicken
this.
vibes. Plus Flintstones because of the bones. But then she garnishes it with some parsley.
It's like a meat club, kind of, in a way, like a meat mace. Hey, what are you eating? I'm eating meat maces over here.
Let's cut it open.
It's crispy, I hear it.
It looks pretty good. I ended up peeling the skin off. I think she left hers on actually. Regardless, it gets cooked throughout and then it just becomes kind of like a chicken roll like this. I'm gonna say it's not terrible. I mean, let's be honest, anything fried and coated is so delicious. It could use a little more flavor. Probably don't need to fold down the chicken like that, but everybody is so creative. So I'm gonna
We had to have the chicken balls.
give this a 7 out of 10. And the moment I've been waiting for
bad.
because it's been smelling so good, our crock-pot shrimp dinner. Is it
Okay, here, we're back at the lemon lady. All right, we have a whole bag of lemons at the bottom of this thing, which I don't even know how she did it in this tiny crock pot, first of all.
overcooked? Is it rubbery or is it perfect? Ooh, I don't know. It looks cooked. It shrunk down a significant amount. Wow, there's a lot of liquid in here. Don't know why you needed so much lemon. But she takes out a couple lemon slices,
eat the
puts it on
lemon?
her plate. My mouth is actually watering. Let's try the shrimp. The ones that fell in are nice and saucy. They do look like they shrunk though. And then she eats it straight with the peel and everything. I would have preferred
With
to
the
peel
peel?
it first.
I thought you were supposed to peel the peel off. She just leaves the peel on there?
First, but here goes. Surprisingly, extremely juicy and tender. Not rubbery
I was
for
gonna say, yeah, I'll do the same. Probably peel the skin off for me. Maybe I'll like it without the skin.
cooking the shrimp for so long. I guess you can say the peel protected it. I never would have thought to cook shrimp in a crock pot before. You learn something new on TikTok every day. No.
Yeah, but that's not gonna be a cheap meal with all the lemon. Do you have to have that much lemon? I figured, like, if you want to, like, coat the bottom, you know, like, line the lemons up, not pour a whole bag of lemons in there.
Anymore though. I'm gonna give this recipe an 8 out of 10. But now, here is the best
Welcome
and
back.
the worst. Spaghetti with her mac and Cheetos that she says is actually good.
It's got that kick.
She starts by dumping a bag of flaming hot Cheetos into boiling water. I used to be a respectable food.
People need to stop experimenting. Just one day, just sit there and think, huh, what would happen if I boiled or fried up some Cheetos? I wonder how that would go. And then let me add more
Channel.
steps.
And then she's adding the one with lime.
Just for like that hint of lime.
Oh my god, look at all that red dye.
make these
Red
videos
40
more
pasta.
crime.
Oof. So while the Cheetos are cooking, she's gonna boil off the mac and cheese noodles. And then she takes the cheese powder and dumps it into the Cheetos soup. Whoa, her husband
So you're making Cheetos and cheese? That red 40, yum, delicious.
says.
I know. That's gonna give it that cheesy flavor that everyone likes with the mac and cheese.
Eesh, that's gross. Sorry, but you enjoy. Now you see the separation of oil. Ew. I'm gonna puke. This reminds me of jail food. Do not try this at home. Y'all really just be doing anything and calling it food. Why not crush the chips into powder?
Yeah, they already have mac and cheese. I guess that's what prompted her to try and do it herself, maybe? I don't know. It's radioactive.
And add it in. Now I understand
This
why
hurts
TikTok's
me.
getting
Hi,
banned.
barcode.
This is the second video of people cooking chips in water. WTF. The toilet is typing. ... Oh god. Why did this make me nauseous? Everybody's so creative. Someone should have told her that this actually exists too.
Hey, look, there it is, guys.
Who copied who? No, I don't want to. But our entertainment is gonna be gone. I'm gonna give this recipe 0 out of 10. If you guys like this video, go watch me test more rage bait TikTok recipes.
She has a lot, too, apparently. Oh, gosh. Oh. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to watch more of those so I can hate myself.